Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got quite a bit done. I'm gonna have to speed you up on what I've got done. I'll flip you around here so you can check it out. But I've got all the deck plates in. Everything is fitted. Only thing I have to do is come back and glass the outside of each deck plate for the center. So I just got the live well in and got it kind of measured and grinded down and fit in there. It's nice and tight. I'll have to come in and glass on the inside just to seal everything up all the way around these deck plates. That coffin box lid up here, I've got to put one layer of 1708 on it, but I wanted to get everything to fit first before I actually glassed anything. So it's all nice and tight. And I'm going to start glassing that. I've got the fuel tanks in. Got everything tied together. Have a shutoff valve here and a shutoff valve here, and then I'm teeing it in the middle, running it to the fuel filter, and then through the pump. I've got 100 gallons here, 100 gallons here. Pretty much everything is fitted up here. The outside decks are glassed into the stringer and then sanded down. I've got to bilge paint the bilge itself, but I've got these two fish boxes painted. I'll flip those boxes out here in a minute and show you what that looks like, but it turned out really well. I ordered another gallon of that bilge paint because I've got to paint the bilge in here as well as moving forward, and I'm also going to paint the inside or the underneath of all those center deck plates, so it'll be nice and clean. But turned out really well. It's looking good. So it won't be long now. It won't be as long as it has been anyway. It's been pretty warm here, so I've been able to get a lot of glassing and sanding and stuff done that I needed to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the front coffin box lid and glass the top of it. That'll be the last really big section of glass that I have to lay down, so that's good. Get that glass and then get these other pieces glassed. And then once I get those glass, I'll put them back in the boat. After I get the center pieces taken care of, I need to go back to Yachts with the console and the boat and go ahead and put the console in. And then once I set the console down, then I can get the measurements in the drawing for the brackets that are going to hold the console on, because those are going to get 5200 into the deck plate as well as bolted through bolts. So I'm going to leave this deck plate loose so that way I can pull it off. And then once everything's set, 5200 and cured, then I'll go back to Yachts and put the console back on the boat. So that's the plan. Before I permanently put the console back on, I'm going to paint the inside of the boat as it's underneath the garage here. I went ahead and cleared all these bushes out. If you remember those or not, I cleared all those bushes out. Was going to do it eventually. I just been putting it off as long as I could, but I needed to do it anyway, so we actually cut them back. We're going to move them closer to the pond. That's all cleaned around me, so now I'm going to come in with Bisqueen and then Bisqueen all this centered garage here, and a Bisqueen around this boat. That way I could paint without any wind, and if I need to, I can go get a propane heater as well and kind of keep this this section of the garage warmer where it needs to be at, so I can finish painting. So that's the plan. It's getting really close. Lord willing, all goes well, I'll have her. I pray that I'll have her back in the water by the end of January. I don't know if she'll be 100%, but she'll be back in the water, float test. I still got to put the bow thruster and stuff in, but I can do that anytime, so that's really not a big deal. I just want to try to get that done before I bottom paint, but other than that, that's really the only thing that's holding me up for that. So I will get that done, but that right now is not a priority. Let's see what else we got. Well, that's pretty much it. Oh, I'll flip you around here. So this is what I did with the with my fuel system. So I have a shutoff valve here. I still got to go get some more hose clamps for this, but this is a stainless steel 3/8 T that will tee here. I've got it in the very center. There's an equal amount of hose on each side, so I like to pull the fuel from both tanks at the same exact time. But if I need to, I can shut off each one of these tanks if I need to, or I can shut off one and then just run the other one. By pulling fuel from each tank at the same time, it keeps the boat level, and you don't really have a list too much. You still, I mean, I still got the trim tabs, but it really helps the ride a lot better and pulls fuel evenly. That's why there's an equal amount of hose on each side. I mean, it's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty dang close. So it'll work really well for that. And then this T will go all the way up to the fuel filter and then go through the fuel pump. Since I added to the cap, I had to take and cut a larger circle out here, and this is where I'll make my connection. I had to get the fill adapter to about right in here. That way I can get my two hose clamps over the fill hose. So that's just kind of a little bit of custom work. And then I'm going to come back and put all the rod holders back in the same exact spots they were before. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and come in here and clean up just a little bit more and paint this. But I filled in the holes and stuff. Like I filled in some of the holes that I weren't going to use. All right, well, I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep knocking out the center deck pieces and glassing what I can with those and getting them ready to, for our permanent install. But overall, she is coming together really well, guys. I appreciate y'all watching and all the comments and feedback. It's been a really fun project. I've learned a lot, but I am definitely ready to get back out on the water and do some fishing. So I'm going to keep at it. All right, well, that's my my coffin box door. I've got the just one layer of 1708 down. I'm going to come back in and probably finish it in another 10-15 minutes. All right, I got that door finished out. I'm going to let this sit overnight and cure. Going fishing tomorrow, so I won't be able to do anything tomorrow with this. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I get back a little early. I might go ahead and flip it over, sand and grind it, and then knock it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and glass that one. And then I also got a glass around the outside. For all these little centerpieces. That one, and then also the one in the boat. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. You have a good day, and God bless.